That would be insane. Starship would go higher than 250 kilometers on the test. Yeah, that would be really cool. You could drive from there to there. Anywhere in the world laughs in Australian. You don't count. $11 billion tunneling connecting Scandinavia and the Mediterranean.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Well, you know what? How long is the Black Sea Bridge that goes from Russia to the Crimean Peninsula? How long is that one? Just out of curiosity. Oh, not even close. It's 10 miles. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're just talking about connecting the Bering Strait on a road. The Urban Venture, 42-month resub, nearly 4 years. Thanks, man. All right, let's play some KSP. Having a bridge that strands the world up in the stratosphere. Okay, let's... Oh, man, this is killing me right now. My back's being stiff again. I'm probably going to go stretch before we jump into KSP, but I'm loading it up right now. So... Okay, let's go. Hey zombies, just found this channel. How are you? Alright, simulation, see ya. I wanted to go from train to the southern tip from South America to Cape Town. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Atlantropa is what it was called, Dark Names, right? Oh boy. Okay. Yawning, that means Space News is over. Alright, cool. Let's jump into KSP. Okay, let's get the tunes. Loaded up here. Hey, Monkey. Good to see you on the KSP 10-year anniversary video, man. Glad you got the recognition from with the developers. Thanks, Monkey. It gave me an idea. Dynamically supported structure would work across such a large span. The idea is that you launch... sign it, I guess. Did we all talk about relativity? Yeah, zombies. I talked about relativity a lot yesterday. They announced that they were buying McDonnell Douglas's factory in Long Beach. Well, Boeing, but formerly McDonnell Douglas before that. What's the KSP project for tonight? I'm gonna keep working on the SSDO's upgraded pad. That's what we're going to. That's what we're going to do. I know. It's so excited. You're going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, zombies. Are you Relativity fan? I like Relativity. I think Relativity's cool. And they clearly have something. They clearly have something in the works because people are willing to invest a significant chunk of change into the company. So Tim Ellis is definitely doing something right. Oh, well, you work for them. Well, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I talk about Relativity all the time. Show how they show the B-roll footage that they release of the spindle spinning, and then the arm goes in and just zzz, and then a tank pops out, you know. I'm going to be coming back a lot now. Dude, I cover what everybody's doing. I cover what Relativity does, what Firefly does, what Rocket Lab does, all the small sat launchers. Oh yeah, we cover that stuff within pretty good detail. I do that a lot during Space News. But yeah, scoring that freaking the McDonnell Douglas, the C-17 plan is freaking cool, dude. I was pumped when I heard about that yesterday. I mean, and then Relativity rolled out with that organically 3D printed, fully reusable rocket, which is just like... this freaking thing, whatever the heck that thing is, like, I know it's Terran R, I get it, but it's bananas, man. That's insane, dude. In a good way, in a good way. That's insane. It's gonna be so ridiculous. I'm actually hype on this thing. I wish I could work as fast as that video. Yep. How big is that? About the size of a Falcon 9, Kerbal King. The CEO of Relativity, Tim Ellis is the guy's name, has said that Terran R is designed to directly compete with Falcon 9. Yeah. He says it, I think I might, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I think I may be paraphrasing, but I think he said it's a Falcon 9 killer, if I'm remembering, in an interview. That's what he said, like verbatim. Well, at least I think. I may have dreamt that. I don't know. My country is launching a steam rocket from a boat. Is that even possible? Sure. Well, guessing by the time they make this work, Starship will replace Falcon 9. But it is a fully reusable launch vehicle nonetheless, Ando. Words are cheap. I mean, Eukerman, I agree with you. Words are cheap, but money does talk. What does that mean? Well...
let's bring in the CEO.
No, let's not bring in the CEO. Be quiet. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get the picture so I can show you. Eukerman, Relativity bought the production plant where McDonnell Douglas and later Boeing produced C-17s in Long Beach, California. It's not a small factory. So...
Discovery, go and throttle up.
You know, we can say, like, oh, you know, talk is cheap, but hey, buying the factory is a pretty good indicator that they're serious about this. I mean, that is a big frigging factory. Hey, Mac, what's going on? Naplish, 2-month resub. Like, I'm not sure that now would be the time to say that words are cheap, you know? Tim Ellis is the guy's name, Livid. Hey, Zombies Rock! Love what you do, man. Welcome to Mission Control. You go and throttle up. I think it's gonna be nuts, dude. I'm so psyched for that. Please make that happen. Have you guys seen how this thing is gonna freaking go together? Check this out. So, these guys are trying to make a thing out of 3D printing everything. Like, most of their rockets that they're going to make is additively manufactured. Check this out. Where's the web? And not only that, they're using for Terran R, right? I gotta find the Terran R thingamajigger. For Terran R, they're using neural nets to come up. They're using an AI, from what I understand, to come up to be able to rapidly prototype and basically self-learn what would be the best organic structure. Seriously. They're using an AI to rapidly prototype different structural designs and letting the neural net figure out organically what the best structural design is. And then because they can just 3D print it. They can just 3D print the design. You can 3D print pretty good, you can 3D print basically any shape. It's not like machining something or additively manufactured something. Additively manufacturing something. It's really, really, really interesting. Here, I'll show you. I gotta find a picture of Terranar. Yeah, here, take a look. Like, look at the grid fin. They're finding they're using neural nets to rapidly prototype because they can 3D print. It doesn't matter what the damn shape is, right? They can 3D print the thing. So they can use rapid prototyping to organically come up with the best structure for the rocket. It's really, really, really interesting stuff. Biomimicry. Yeah, I guess if you want to call it that. I've seen cars built that way. It's amazing how many renditions it can make. It's nature at work, pretty much. They're quite literally using Darwinism to rapidly prototype rockets, which is the structure of rockets. It's freaking cutting edge stuff. It's pretty insane. You want Zerglings? Because this is how you make Zerglings. It is, though, isn't it? It's wicked coming from Falcon 9 to this. Hugely different. Like 100 times less parts. Oh, you worked for the Meme Lord? You worked for Wario, dude? That's cool, man. Something that... Actually, Zombie, something that I tell people, dude... Something that I tell people when people don't take relativity serious is I tell them that Tim Ellis poached a bunch of people from SpaceX. That's exactly what happened. So did Blue Origin, for what it's worth. That's fairly common nowadays. SolidWorks and Fusion both have that built in. Analysis also has it built in. ANSYS has that built in. Optimization is super cool. Yeah, but Brian, who can print that damn shape? Who can manufacture that shape? Only a 3D printer could do that. Work for the big ones, SpaceX, Boeing, Virgin Galactic, and Lockheed. That's cool, Zombies. Hell yeah, man. Well, hey, I'm freaking flattered to get a sub from you. That means I like when I get subs from people that work in the industry. That means at least at face value, it looks like I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Don't mind me. I'm just a humble Kerbal player. You know. No, thanks, Ed. I appreciate it. It's cool. It's good talking to you. Yeah, you got a lot of space. That's cool, dude. Well, hey, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty dang nifty. What is it with all these aerospace companies using Siemens NX? Oh, here's an interesting one. So when you started at NASA like a month ago, I found out they use Creo. They use Creo 4.0. Creo is on 8.0. Do you want to implement Creo? Do you want to be able to roll out Creo across NASA's entire infrastructure all at once, Mac, every time a new version comes out? Do you want to do that? I don't want to do that. Just saying, man. I have to imagine that SpaceX does some of that too. Okay. Brian, here's the thing. That's one thing that I don't really have a lot of insight on because I've never worked in the industry. But what I do know is that the people that do this stuff, the people that work for SpaceX, the people that work for Boeing, the people that work for ULA, there's been people that worked for SpaceX that work for ULA now, vice versa, Blue Origin, space. Everybody knows everybody in the aerospace industry, and everybody's worked around the horn. A lot of people do that. There's a lot of people that have worked all over this. Look at how many companies, look at how many people Tory Bruno's worked for. Good example. Straight up. NX is trash, so is Creo. Savage. Guys, the aerospace industry in the U.S. seems like it's a very gigantic industry, but it's not as big. Like, everyone knows each other. It's the weirdest freaking thing. It is the strangest thing. Like, I've had people that work for two different companies come into the stream And they're like, oh man, you work for that guy? Oh, dude, I know you. Like, it's like, that's weird. Yeah, zombies. Yeah, everyone knows everyone in the industry. It's weird. And the other thing is that there's no fanboyism. Seriously, there's none of that. That's just people that like space. That's just like the Twitter users. The guys that work for these companies that are doing the work, they don't give a crap. They know how difficult this is, so everybody kind of works with everybody. It's, yeah, dirty secret, I guess. Yeah, it's strange, zombies. It's strange how many people know everyone. It's weird. It's bizarre. Like, that's what I've seen just in my time covering the aerospace industry. I've been doing that for years now. Like, it's very weird. That's New Zealand in a nutshell. Everybody knows everyone, right? They all just want to go to space. Yep. Tori and Gwen bought each other flowers. Phil, everyone knows everybody, dude. Like, it's only the fans that make it into you know, an us versus them thing. That's, and Phil, like, you know that, but that's what I try to tell people. Like, you can like SpaceX and you can like ULA and you can like Relativity, you like Firefly. Like, the people that work for those companies are a fan of rockets, of all rockets. This doesn't have to be some polarizing nonsense like we try to do with everything else nowadays. Everyone's cheering everybody on, just because everybody knows that this stuff isn't easy to do. You know, that's why when one company has a failure, the other companies are like, "Oh, that sucks, man. Hey, you'll get back up on a horse, even if they're direct competition." Yeah, as soon as I keep being told by the elders that you should try to be best friends with everybody. The workforce is so small, dude. Yeah, no, everyone knows everyone. You have soldiers that work on Blackhawks that go build F-35s for Lockheed. Others, yeah, some work for yeah. Everyone knows each other. Gwen is my favorite, coolest, scariest woman I've ever met, dude. Yeah, Gwen don't play no games, zombie. I've worked with people like that in other jobs that, yeah, don't. Just make sure you get your work done. Am I in the ballpark there? Am I in the ballpark? Make sure you get your work done or there will be hell to pay. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, that no bullcrap kind of attitude. Yeah. I could just tell, dude, by how she talks in, like, press interviews and stuff. I'm like, yep. Yeah, how about we don't make her mad? Yeah, good call. But that's what you gotta be. You gotta be ruthless to be the boss. You know that. Especially the boss of SpaceX. Like, yeah. Yeah, you have to have some, yeah, some cojones to run that company. You know what I mean. Shh. That TED Talk with Gwen, yeah. Alright, guys. I'm just going to go stretch my back out real quick, and I'm going to use the head real quick. We're working on our X-37 pad. No, this isn't some laser cannon that I'm working on, even though it kind of looks like it. Yeah, I'm working on an erector for the single stage to orbit project. So we roll the SSTO up here. It attaches to this. This thing pivots, turns upright. I'll have fuel depots left and right here, and then we launch. Zombie, you'll get a kick out of this. I build all the GSE for my stuff in Kerbal. Yeah. In KSP, per the mission mode rule set that I kind of play by, you have to build GSE. There's no just putting your rocket on the pad and going, herder, space flight. I don't do that. I gotta build, I engineer my own pads. I'm getting flashbacks to Condor 9. Yep. Yeah, dude. I built them. Here, I'll show you, man. Before I go use the restroom. I built out entire GSE, the whole thing. Cranes, integration stuff, whatever. High bays, integration bays, crew access towers, mobile service towers. Yeah, I do all that in KSP. Make launch complexes, man. Frick building GSE. Dude, I know what you mean. It's such a pain in the butt. It's so much hard. It's so much harder to freaking make this stuff. I know what you mean. Yeah, see? Yeah, see? Is it patched for docking ports? No, not yet. Oh yeah, another. Oh my god. Funding issues for NASA. Yeah, Mac, I know. Pain in the butt. Like hydraulic systems, why do they have to be so stupid? Zombie, I'm working with no cables. There's no cables in KSP, so I have to have a huge telescoping hydraulic come down to be able to pick stuff up. So yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's super, it's very basic stuff in KSP, right? But the real stuff is even more complicated, and I know that. Like, I've read many a NASA PDFs on ground service infrastructure. It's just... The guys at Houston want to use it for an ISS project. Oh, there you go, Mac. Yep. There's the prototype of the SSTO. I picked it up with the crane initially. That proved to be a big pain in the butt. That's the thing that I'm working on. Zombie, I'm working on an X33 analog here. Actually, it's more of a small sat venture star thing. Single stage to orbit small sat launching. That's what I'm working on. And then with the hope, like, venture star to scale up later. Well, if we ever do tours, you need to come on down. I will be there as... The second you say come on, I'll be knocking on the door like 2 minutes and I'll be like, hey, I live on the other side of the country, man. I'm in Boston. I don't care. I'll figure out a way to get there. I'll figure it the frick out. Dude, yeah, no, if you ever need to gain some public relations in the Twitch sphere, you'll call me tomorrow, pussycat, okay? Scarface? Okay, cool. I like movie references. It's how my stupid brain understands things. But yeah, there's a prototype version of the pad. So I was running into all kinds of load problems with this. Zombie, like how I don't know if you're familiar with this. SpaceX had problems with the reaction frame with Falcon Heavy, so they had to put the compression bridges in. I was having that kind of problems with this, so I've been redesigning this pad. Because every time I fully fuel the rocket, because I can't move the damn SSTO around when it's full of fuel, right? Every time I put the rocket up and fueled it and it went through transients, it would start to bend the frame. It would start to bend my reaction table, so I had to, yeah, like that, it will happen in Kerbal. That happens in real life too. So I'm building a reinforced version of it. Yeah. That was the old one. It did work, but it didn't work very well. Yeah, see. I did a couple of test launches with it, which, like I said, it works, but the fact that the thing bends when I would go to separate the rocket, the thing would jump back into, you know, unsprung position. It would hit the thing, it would hit the thing at takeoff and cause it to kind of do this off the pad a little bit, which is annoying. So I'm redesigning this system here. That's what this is. So my launch table for the SSTO is a lot stronger. I beefed it up with I-beams and struts, and it's a lot stronger. It should be less susceptible to being bent. I mean, yeah, the SSTO gets really heavy when you fill it up. Alright, guys, I'm going to use the restroom real quick and stretch. When I get back, we'll finish up the mechanisms here. I'll do the hydraulics for this, and we'll figure out the kinematics of this thing moving. And then I'm not sure we'd be able to dock the SSTO to this thing because the docking ports act a little wonky right now with KSP, but I'm sure we'll figure out something. We'll figure out a way to do a test. I might have to do a load simulator, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, so zombies, like, I don't just play Kerbal. I try to use Kerbal as a way to teach people about this stuff. At least provide some insight that you wouldn't get anywhere else, you know? And I do that by having people in the industry help me out and teach me. You know, within reason. There's no proprietary information being thrown around. But, yeah. I'll get working on this when I get back. Just gotta use the restroom and stretch my back out real quick. My back hurts. Okay, we're good. Let's do this. All right, so I was working on the reaction table here. EJ will find a way to make an easy KSP thing really hard. Yeah, because the easy stuff is easy, Endo. I don't do things because they are easy. I do things because they are hard. We choose to build this launch pad not because it's easy, but because it is hard. Oh god, my back. He's just so old. I was complaining about his back hurting. Well, this isn't back pain, Jason. I freaking pulled a muscle. I went like this and my trap just decided to be like, yeah, I see what you're doing right here. No. All right. So we gotta actually test to make sure that this thing works. So down here, I'm gonna start putting systems, right? How are we gonna do this? It's just a pulled muscle, Jason. This isn't like back pain, you know? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that that doesn't make it any less annoying. It's a big pain in the butt. Alright, so we got to put our battery power in because we're using electro-hydraulic actuators here.
throttle
Goat at throttle up. Hey, Brock's 34-month resub. Thanks, man. Okay, 8 of those batteries should be good. All right, so chat, when we were working with the old version of this, right? So what I would have, how this would work is that we'd put the SSTO on here, right? And see the white stripe of panels? That's an actuator. That's actually an erector. So that thing would move with the launch table, and they would move 90 degrees like this. Oop. They move 90 degrees like this. So the table would move like that, right? And then this is the erector that would hold the SSTO in place, right? And it would get up here, right? And then when this is totally vertical, the erector would come back down, right? And then you'd launch it like this. So, the thing is that sometimes when I would try to move the launch table and the erector at the same time, the table would move quicker than the erector, which is weird. I couldn't figure that one out. I couldn't figure out why they were moving at different rates. There was some mechanical reason that I'm just too stupid to understand, but anything going to change, or will that be done in refurbishment? What do you mean, Vanguard? No, I froze the SSTO's design for now. Yeah, I froze it. Solar panels for the recharge? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea, Death. But I also got to figure out why this is doing what it's doing. So, yeah, we could put some solars down here. Just put them there for now. I might find a better position. Oof, savage. Okay, so I started working on this stuff here. And, alright, so the table. Gotta do a thing with this. I gotta take those, right? And I'm gonna put those right there. And then I'm gonna take another set of struts and I'm gonna put them right there. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want my center hinges, which are the root part of the transporter and the launch table, I want them to be, I want them to both be strutted here. So, guys, if I'm, just on a side note, with my commentary, if I'm going, that's not because I'm, like, annoyed. It's because of freaking the muscle in my back. It's making it tough to breathe. I pulled a trap. Freaking hurts. But it's okay. I'm still good. I'm still good to stream. I'm still good. At least right now. There. Cool. Perfect. This web of struts will web of struts will work. Yeah, Pira, it's okay. I think you should just get waterfall. Oh. Sure. Is this an attempt at a Kraken drive? No. Okay, maybe a little. Alright, so I'm going to get another pair of these hinges here. Of G11s, right?
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Thumbrius. Now we need some hydraulics. This. Oh. 29-month resub from Zumbries. Thanks, man. Huh. Oh. Okay. My casing for the hydraulic is almost as long as the travel for the whole freaking hydraulic itself. Poop. Poop. So maybe I have to mount this here, which is a weird spot to have this thing start in, but that's okay. Now let me go back into my debug controller. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying the launch table, because it can move independently of the erector, needs to be actuated by its own hydraulics. It needs to have its own set of hydraulics that can move it up and down, right? At least that's what they did with the real pad for the X33. So I'm gonna try, like, why should I go re-engineering, you know, something that I know already works? Chat is a little bit slow, but I've also seen chat reset a couple of times, Sebi. It's alright. Dude, most people are, yeah, like, I'll admit, Seb, I've been a little hesitant on working on, not hesitant. I've been like, I don't really want to launch anything right now because the docking ports. I don't want to launch anything and risk losing it in mission mode because the docking ports aren't working. So I've been trying to mess with other games in the meantime until that hot fix comes out and go from there, you know? Predominant has McNuggets! Nice. So, now I thought now would be a good time to really bust this out. That's why I'm not really too, like, I don't want Space News to go go super long, but I'm not particularly concerned if it does, if that makes any sense. Okay, if that hinge is going to be right there, alright, let's just take this and move this up into this position. Okay. Alright, that looks right. So now when this thing is tipped over, right? And this thing goes all the way back. Uh-oh. Ah. Oh, what needs to be hot fixed? Auto struts don't go through docking ports anymore, raised by pandas, so basically every single mission mode rocket that I've ever made in this current version of Kerbal will not fly correctly, or at least won't fly how I think it's going to fly, so I've been kind of hesitant to launch anything right now. Do you think they can fix it? I have it on pretty good authority, Endo, that will be fixed, yes. Looks like Twitch is having some issues. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that explains chat being wicked slow there, guy. How are we gonna get around that? Can't have that do that, I don't think. Like, okay, what about right here? What if I move these outside hydraulics here? I'm wondering what that's gonna do now. Alright, now let's rotate it and see what it does. Pretty damn close. Be careful of the wings. Ah, you're right, Toma. Well, wait, but the wings are designed to take up this area right here. So and that means the wings are going to be right here. I think we're okay, dude. I think. I would really actually like to move these inwards a little bit. But the problem is that the I-beam gets, the girder segment gets in the way. Huh. Could you put the hydraulics on just the other side instead of on the ramp side? Yeah, Steven, I could. Yeah, absolutely. I would really like to see if there's a way to put them right here. Like, is this thing at full yeah, it's full compressed. Okay. Now... oh, dude, it's so close to being right. Huh. How are we gonna do this? 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 You had the hinges clipped into the pistons on the previous design. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what? We should do that, Core. Good call. So let's put this down here like this, right? And we go here like this, and then we move that like that, right? And then I take this. Can I move this backwards any before it starts clipping into things? No. What about if I move it up? Can we move it this way? You like the designing streams? Right on. I'm glad. This is some of my favorite stuff to do, Steven. I like figuring these problems out. I like figuring these puzzles out. And then seeing it work, oh, that's really fun. It makes me really happy. I can only imagine what this feels like in real life. Like, I was talking about it the other day. Can you imagine, like, how much of a bad melon farmer, like, Elon Musk must feel every time he sees one of his rockets come back and land? Like, yep, that must be a pretty damn good feeling, huh? Could you have the hinges offset from the frame? Yeah, I could. Yeah. Now, the easy solution is to just put this out here, where I could put the hinge in a spot where it'd be easy to get at. I want to see if we can integrate it all in one piece, like this. I think that would, like I said, the reason why I want to pursue this is because that's how the real pad was made, and perhaps there's something to learn there. This is kind of why I, like, oh, it's just like, oh, that's got to be like the real thing, you know? Yep, the hydraulic can't compress like that. It's close, but it can't do it. It's tricky because you're working with certain size parts. I'm saying move the hinge on the frame away from the frame. Away on what axis? This way, this way? So, are we talking about left, right, forward and back, or up and down? And which hinge are we talking about? That one or this one? So, base hinge or attachment hinge? Now that the ports rotate, could you just lift up the craft and then spin it like a rotisserie chicken? Of course you could, Eukerman. But the docking ports only work on 15-degree increments. So a docking port can only rotate 15 this way or 15 that way. So if you wanted to do like a full 360-degree rotation, you'd need a bunch of docking ports stacked up together. I tested this out to see if it would work. It works okay. You can use them for robotics if you need to. Yeah, Toma, that could work if we wanted to do that, but that I put this thing up on the platform to be able to not have to do that, because that's some tough kinematics to figure out. I was actually hanging out with a group that had a payload on board Falcon 9 for Transporter 2 over at Jetty Park. Loved their energy as they reached space. Oh, that's cool, Snake. Neat. Alright, so you can also overclock the rotation on the ports. That's right, Jason. I totally forgot about that, dude. You're absolutely right. You can. I totally spaced on that one, dude. What happens if we mounted this lower? Right? It's just, yeah. Alright, so where would this need to be if we were going to do that? What angle is this? Nice. And then I need to leave a little bit of space for the struts to work. Yeah, guys, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to put the hydraulic right here. I want to put it right on these rails, but it's okay. It's okay that we don't. It's fine. We can put it out here. Once again, not necessarily ideal, but it's alright. I can put something out here to make it look nice, and I'll make it look like it should be there. And then obviously we'll make it work, too. There's always that. Yeah, Steven, this should be fine. Here, I'll make it look like there's a gusset there to hold this thing in place. And then I'll actually hold it in place with some struts. And this way we shouldn't need to clip this thing. And then we can strut that all together, right? This can move in one like that. Cool. You can bridge an I-beam over there. JC, chat funded a deadline extension and a cash infusion for the SSTO. So yeah, we voted on more funding. Chat voted to continue, and then we discussed it, and chat said more funding, so they gave me more money for the SSTO, so. Pretty much, Jay, yeah. I would pretty much call it a bailout. But chat got me into this mess in the first place. Bingo. Yeah, see, that looks nice. You got yourself into this mess by giving that set. Look, I didn't think you would choose it, alright? It's not my fault. I didn't think you would want it. I honestly thought no one would want the SSDO. I put it on there for fun.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Hey, Arsenal, 56-month resub. Thanks, man. Alright, let's go down here like this. So the SSDO program ended up working out after vacation. It flies, Arsenal. The small one works. I stopped development on the big one, dude, because I wasn't sure if it was going to scale, because I wasn't sure if the small one worked. So the last thing that I did before I went on vacation, dude, is I proved that it worked. If you choose that, you make an SSDO, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. You know what? Yes, it is difficult, alright? Especially building the pad for this thing. But it's, you know what? Here's the thing. It's only difficult because I've never done it before. That's all. First time you go and do something, it's always going to be difficult. That's just kind of how that works, right? Like... Alright. Okay. 72, the opposite is 72 to 90 is 18. Okay, there we go. And because you're trying to recreate a real-life design that never flew. Yeah, it's alright. I'm not worried, Forlorn. Are you? There we go. That actually needs to come down a little bit. 2 struts should be what we need. Alright, so now what we do is we demotorize the hinge. And on power loss, set it to free. And then over here, on power loss, set that to nothing, right? We demotorize the, hey, Shady, 19-month resub, right? And now, what I'm going to do is make another cal controller. And this cal controller will be launch table rotational control. Right? Then we go into the action groups here. And then we select that hydraulic. This needs to go forward just a bit. Alright, so we set the hydraulic target extension here, and then we set the limits on this hydraulic. Basically at 0, it's going to be a value of 1.4, right? And then when this thing is rotated up into position, right? What's going to be the extension? .06. So over here, after a certain amount of time, is 2.06, right? And then, yeah, that'll smooth the motion out. There we go. Right? Set that back to minus 72. Set this back over here like this. Okay. Hey, Funny You, what's going on? Now what I'm going to do is disable that cow controller, right? And now, what do we need? I need a probe core on board so we can go out and test this thing. I want a probe core right there. I'm just gonna put it down here. Now the important thing here with this launch pad hey Blue Sky. I'm thinking about vessel hierarchy. So, all right. Okay, initially this is going to have to be configure vessel, and it shouldn't be probe. It should be I need something that's under ship. Overlander. Builder, we got a lot of gifted subs over the past couple of days. I don't know who did it. Let's just set that as base priority 10 for now. And the reason, I'll explain why I do that in a little bit. Cool. Oh, I think I did this backwards. I have to reverse these curves because we want it to start in this position when it's tipped over. So that means taking this hinge, moving it back up to 30, and then checking what our extension is on these pistons. 2.06. So that means this one needs to be 2.06, and the other one has to be 0.14. Because I want it to start upright like this. There we go. Which means this one needs a unmotorized position of 30. And that means I need to rerun these struts. That's fine. I just need to run them when they're up here instead. And strut placement does matter a lot when you build. The angle that the strut is at is really kind of dependent on how strong the dang thing is. A strut that's at a good 45, anybody that knows a little bit about like bridge building or something, the strut that's at a good 45 is going to be stronger than a strut that's at like 120 degree angle. Well, not 120, but like an 80 or 90 degree angle. You can't make an obtuse angle with a strut. Boyd, you got that link? Cool. Link it up, dude. Alright, so we can demotorize that one. Now that should work really well, actually. Nice, Nova. There you go. It's not high quality, just a quick video. If you want more, let me know. Let me take a look. Ha! Neat. Ha! That's cool. It's like an hour and a half build. Nice. All right. You have to pay for it, Sebi. It's like a couple bucks, dude. Go post in the Cars and Motorsport channel, dude, or ping Max. He'll help you out. Alright, so now I'm going to take this controller, and we're going to change the operating time to about 120. Actually, no, 60 seconds should be good enough. And now I got to make sure I set my hydraulics correctly. No damping. I'm not using this for rebound. It's just an actuator. And then we can lower the traverse rate about as low as you can go. And then that's fine. Make sure the rotational debug controller is disabled. And make sure that none of these guys here on power loss free, on power loss freed up, power loss free, and then this one here, demotorize that. Okay. Let's switch over here real quick and let's make sure this stuff works. Gonna put the pad out again and do some testing here. Might want to check this out. NASA software benefits Earth available for business or public use. Cool. Neat. Man, this thing is rock solid, dude. Look, through the time warps, nothing happens. Do a time warp or two, it's totally good. That thing jostles around just a little bit, but that's about it. Okay. Let's play with the controller. Kinematics are binding up. Yep. Steven, you saw it, right? The where I'm trying to pull it down from is too close to my center of rotation. New webcam? Green screen, Hydra. Yeah, T-Man, that's not really what I wanted, I'll be honest with you. This whole part right here is good, but... No more orange? I still have the orange screen hanging up, dude, believe it or not. Just because. It's tradition. As is tradition. But yeah, I have a green screen now.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Revolt gifted a sub to Hydra. Thank you. Now, this way, guys, it should be fine until the very last second, and then it's going to start to bind up if I'm looking at this right. Yeah, this angle's no good. It's no good. We can't get any leverage on this thing with hydraulic being right there. My old ones, this thing was high enough off the pad where I could just... See what I'm talking about? I had enough leverage, but we don't have a lot of leverage this way. Yeah, I became orange when I got rid of the orange background. That's right. No more chroma pizza? Nope. Orange streamer is good. It's green, Pythos, yeah. This sucks. I could do... There's another thing that I could do. I'm thinking. How would we do this? I could mount it on the back. Or we could use a smaller hydraulic. I could use a smaller hydraulic that's overclocked. And as kind of cheesy as that would be. Yeah, see, we're not getting much leverage because the center of rotation is right here. Look at how close we are. I should have noticed that. Alright, let me re-enable here. See if there's another way we can do this. think quite literally slipping this whole thing forward would do it. Your goal is to only see subscribers in the chat? Don't do that. Careful, Real. Remember what I said to you this afternoon. All right. 2.69.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hokey gifted a sub to McCoyda. Or McCoydy. There you go. You know what the messed up part is? That doesn't give us much more leverage. Yeah, Ghost One, as you should, man. Help support small streamers, dude. Steven, making it go from the other side might be the right move. What about like putting them right here? Where does this get us? Hold on.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Perhaps a small beam extending the mount. I was thinking about that. Hey, Void gifted us up to Ghost One. Yeah, Toothless, I agree. So, guys, we're getting into basically, this is a kinematics problem, and this has to do with quadratic motion. So, we have our pad, right? The pad is right here, like this. And I have a pivot point right here, okay? And then my hydraulic is attached on a hinge right here, okay? If I have my point where the hydraulic is attached right here, right? And then we have a launch pad right here with the box, right? And we're trying to rotate this 90 degrees. Well, there's some basic motion going on here. So the basic motion is, long story short, why it doesn't work very well is that distance right there. If you consider like a door, right? You have a door in a doorway, right? Where do you push on the door to open it up the easiest? Well, you push on it where the doorknob is, right? Why? Because that's the farthest distance away from your point of rotation, right? Literally the same problem here. This is basic leverage. So this isn't working very well. The reason why it's not working very well is because we have no leverage. Even if the pivot point is up here, we still have no leverage. We would want our pivot point to be out here, right? Or in this case, I'm thinking about moving it this way instead. There's a fireworks show in Port Canaveral right now coming from around the SpaceX area. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it, Jack? Is Nightbot broken? I don't think so. Either that or you broke it, D-Pick. Somebody touch my Nightbot! Somebody touch my Nightbot! Somebody touch my spaghetti! Here, how about we try something like this? So take this and make this go... Let's just put it over here. Oh, NASA Man did it. NASA Man's like, hey, what up? Alright. Now we gotta be careful. Where does this need to go? Basically right there. Okay. Now this is basically with this thing straight up, but we gotta be careful here now because we know that the wing of the SSTO is basically... Actually, it's gonna be right there. But now that our pivot point is attached... frick. You're glad you found this channel. Well, it's good to have you. Okay, don't be lazy. Let's get the prototype out here and see if it collides. So now, we can get rid of the truck. We don't need the truck for this test. Right, okay, we're attached. Everything is honky-donkey-dory. Honky-doodles. How's your back now? I put some, Bengay on it. Get the Bengay! Actually, that's... pretty good. Hey. That's pretty good. Bengay better than the Icy Hot? Bengay is working. So it's weird. I can still feel that my back is stiff. It just doesn't hurt. That's probably not a good thing. That's probably not a good thing, man, but hey, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Wait, you use Bengay? Oh, what are you... What? Do I have to use CBD oil? Am I not a boomer if I freaking... Want some Geritol? What the hell is Geritol? I don't know what that is. Use the Icy Hot back patch, man. Icy Hot back patch. Hey, chat, do you guys have access to any Stiffudol? Stiffudol? Do you guys know what that is? It's called Stiffudol. Yeah. Here, let me spell it out for you. Yeah. Maybe I should hyphenate it. Can you hear it? You want me to turn it up? Alright, so that hydraulic doesn't... That actually is getting us pretty much where we need. Pretty good. It cures stiffitis. Stiffuitis. I'm confused. Yes, I am. Patrick, I'm confused. Yes, I am. I did keep the chat clean of profanity, Nassaman. I don't know what you're talking about. That's called an Effenberger. Yeah. Alright, cool. Now we do a little bit of this. And a little... Oh, god damn it. I didn't censor nothing, NASA man. What are you talking about? I didn't do any of that. I didn't break any rules. Just saying. Okay, I think we actually got a good thing here. So let me move my rotational debug back over here. So we need 350 on this hydraulic now for the controller. So this over here This one right here needs to be set to 350. And this should get us a lot better torque. And then I'm gonna flatten that curve out. There we go. God dang Loch Ness monster! Wouldn't give me 350. God dang Loch Ness monster wouldn't give you 350! Okay, cool. And we're not in the way of the wing at all. Hong Kong ain't got nothing on you? Hong Kong. No, it's King Kong, T-Man. T-Man. King Kong ain't got nothing on me! Not Hong Kong. Dude. Hong Kong ain't got nothing on me. No, that's funny. That's good, man. You made me laugh. That's pretty good. Alright, let's do another test. Best typo of the night. See, man, just roll with it. It's funny, dude. Hong Kong, King Kong, Donkey Kong, Vietnam ain't none of them got anything on me. Drift King? Hey, you know what DK stands for? Drift King? Donkey Kong? Drift King. Drift King, man. Just look. Don't just mess. Just don't mess up Mona, okay? The ramp has been tested, King. Yeah. I actually took that SSDO, moved it all the way up, and did everything short of docking the thing, and then I moved it back.
Hey, I'm not in jail. I wanted to try this, but I don't like it.
You wanted to try this, but you don't like it. What is it?
It's that Velvet Moon.
Velvet Moon Mocha Stout brewed with chocolate and cold brew coffee.
Like that.
Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't like this.
It's not as smooth as Guinness. Like...
This literally tastes like coffee. But it's beer.
Alright, well, I'll leave you to it then. I just tried it and I was like, you know what? I don't like this. I'm gonna give it to EJ.
We got it because it's got rockets on it.
Yeah. Hi, Addie.
Pour some into the camera? Alright.
You like it?
I'll drink it.
Okay, fair enough. Love you.
What are you doing drinking beer on Friday night?
I literally wanted to try it.
Wait.
I was like, if I like it, I'll finish it, and I'll know I'll like it for 4th of July. If I don't like it, I don't have to finish it. And I'll know I don't like it for 4th of July.
Okay. I guess I have beer now. I'm not complaining.
I think did I fix reality?
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Sorry you didn't like it.
Okay, happens.
Does it though? Oh no, yeah, I know, Yorg. I'm really upset. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. Much better. Oh, dude, look at how good that thing's moving right now. It moves real nice. How old is your how old is your camera? I bet it's not
Discovery,
21.
Go at throttle up.
Hey, Sawyer, there's nothing wrong with father and son. The camera sharing their first beer. Magic. 55-month resub. Yeah, that's right, brain sample. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is not going to do anything. But then again, I haven't eaten anything today either. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Hong Kong, remember chat, Hong Kong ain't got nothing on me. And T-Man, I'm not saying that to mock you either. I think that's really funny. I'm going to start saying that because I think it's funny. Not because I think you saying it is funny, because I think it's just funny. I managed to grow my first jalapeno and just ate it. You're basically a farmer now. It's like Clarkson's farm, but with D-Pick. D-Pick's farm. What do you want to name this show about farming? Let's just name it My Farm. You could say that it's one of the prettiest farms in the world.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Oh god, that was a beer burp. That was a beer burp if I ever heard one. Salarate, 42-month resub, thank you. And we shall call it Diddly Squat. Seriously, watch that show. It's really freaking good. Nice. Nice, man. In the world. I've done a thing! It's still fun. It's still funny, dude. Yeah, worst. It was pretty gnarly. It's pretty gnarly. Worst, I hope that spaceflight becomes boom bust like the airline industry. That would be badass, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just not to bring up what we were talking about during Space News, but that would be so kick butt, dude. It'd be so good. I mended something. I am an alien. Dude, it's strange how much James, Jeremy, and Richard, man. It's strange how much I like those guys. Like, freaking some of my heroes, dude. Anyone excited for SLS? Sirloin, I'm one of the more vocal SLS advocates out there. Hell yeah, I'm psyched for it, dude. You kidding me? Hell yeah, I'm psyched for it. Yeah, Maggie, right? For sure, dude. Here's what I was thinking for the piston, but what you have seems to be working. Ooh, Hellness, that could work too, but I think I'm good with this. I actually kind of like this way because the hydraulic is holding it in place on this way, and then the same vessel collision bump stop right there is holding it there. So that means if you time warp with this, look, nothing moves around. See that? No jiggling. No jiggling. We're not commencing with the jiggling. Well, I'm just jiggling. I like to jiggle. So Artemis is almost finally just ready, and I'm so hyped for it. Yeah. So once again, you know, anybody that gives me crap about SLS, I just look at them and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Oh, I didn't know you wanted less rockets. Huh. Interesting. That's a very compelling point. Get out of my stream, please. You know? Like, oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I didn't... You want less rockets? No. Well, you must be really smart. So I guess the Artemis 1 mission now has a name? Your vote names the Artemis 1 Moonikin in honor of Arturo Kemp. They're talking about the test dummy on board, Bandit. It's like my old man told me one time, Dust Doodles. The only thing better than one crawfish dinner is 5 crawfish dinners. Yeah, this thing's quite good, if I do say so myself, lads. But EJ, less SOS means there's more rocket money left. Please don't hate me for saying this. Rocket money. What do you mean, Funny? Are you saying like, oh, if they cancel SLS, that money's going to Starship? Dude, that would be nice. But that works in Candyland. That's not how we do things over here, dude. Right? That ain't how we do that, man. If they canceled SLS, that money is not going to stay with NASA. It'll go and be spent on probably defense spending, if I had to guess. That's where it would go. I agree, Sirloin. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, we're on the cusp of, we're getting very close, Sirloin, to... We were talking about this a little earlier in the day. We're getting very close to... I'm gonna watch this go again. We're getting very close to the point where Spaceflight can start, like, really, really firing on all cylinders. Yeah, this looks real good. I'm really happy with this. Like, if I time warp this thing over here, it kind of weeble wobbles around. That's the old one. See how it's all like bent out of shape and stuff? This one, when it moves, very deliberate, very nice movement. And the rate of rotation basically doesn't change here. That's kind of the stuff that I'm looking for. Are you going to add a crane to this for one of the payloads? Actually, Steven, what I was going to do, you know how Freedom's pad had the rails, right? I'm going to make a hangar that slides back and forth, and it uses the outside of the pad as rails. And that hangar will go up and over, and it'll have basically Freedom's gantry crane. It'll have the bridge crane built into the roof. So we can back the SSTO up, we load it in here, right? And then we roll the crane back and forth. Roll the crane back and forth. And since it's attached to the ground here, I don't need to worry about docking it to another vehicle, right? Because it's going to orient to the crane. And then I could just reuse Freedom's bridge crane. And then we could drive a payload up here, or drive a payload over here. We could pick the payload up with the crane, roll the hangar this way, drop it in the SSTO, roll the hangar over the ramp, turn the vehicle upright, launch it. What happened with docking ports after the patch? You can't strut through them, Kim. Just like robotics. You can't strut through them. Alright, let me check something here. I need to open up the alignment menu here. And then I need to control from here. 89.3. Frick. Okay. Okay, that's just the Cal controller. Got it. We're at... Oh, perfect 90, dude. Perfect 90, mate. Oh, you having a giggle, mate? You having a giggle? Okay, and then I just need to move this docking port up just a little bit. I want to move it up so the only way that it can dock is if this thing is pointed straight down. Jeremy has the farm. James has and James May in Japan. Do we know if Richard will get a series too? I don't know, Swishio. But I love those guys. Seriously, I grew up watching a lot of Top Gear. Well, not grew up. I started watching Top Gear in 2008. The first episode I saw was the Tokyo episode where Jeremy had the new GTR and Richard and James raced on the trains, and it was, I remember watching it and having my mind blown by how awesome that show actually is. I'm like, wow, this show is fantastic. And immediately, because it's 2008, immediately, because we couldn't get it over here. Top Gear wasn't a thing in the United States. I immediately found means to watch more episodes of Top Gear. Yeah. Well, you guys know what's cool. Small world, after all. You know what's really cool? My buddy Mick, Mad Ford Engineering, here on Twitch, does mechanic work for Drive Tribe. Drive Tribe is Jeremy, Richard, and James's YouTube channel. Drive Tribe on YouTube. Go check it out. That's their YouTube channel. Oh, such a good one, Maslim. Matey. Yeah, right. Right, Doom? For sure. So, yeah. Mick's a good buddy of mine, and he works on cars for them. So maybe Richard's restoration series will have something to do with Mick. Drive Tribe's a good channel, Swishio. Fun channel to watch. Did you see James's new car? He had an old car, and then he went and bought a new one. And then he replaced it with another car. My Jeremy needs work. That needs work. Cool. Drive Tribe's a good channel. Yeah. Joe, I've talked to Mike. Not very in any formal conversation. I've talked to him over on Mick's channel before. Cool dude. Jeremy's actually a decent Who Wants to Be a Millionaire host too. Yeah, I can see that. He's a funny dude, NASA man. Like, and this is why I say go watch Clarkson's Farm. If you're a fan of like the Top Gear or the Grand Tour specials, Clarkson's Farm is an 8-episode Top Gear special about running a farm. It's fantastic. I love it. I love every second of it, and I remember why Clarkson's Farm made me remember why I binge watched Top Gear back in the day. Yeah, it's a really good show. It's really cool, and it made me want to play Farming Simulator, which is... made me want to play Farming Simulator. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Alright, so we need to work on this a little bit. We need to get the target extension up to 370. 370 on the maximum extension for the cow controller, and then we need to make sure it's zeroed out, so we're good. Alright. Didn't Elon Musk sue Top Gear? Yeah. Top Gear took some liberties with Tesla's batteries, with the Roadster, and Elon Musk said they were wrong. No, the only farming you can do is farming Kerbucks for science. Yeah. Progress is being made on Of Course I Still Love You. Ain't got nothing on Hong Kong. Yep, almost there. It's approaching the end of the Baja Peninsula. Cool. You mean they deceived for entertainment? Pretty much, Mason. Yeah. Dude, I'll admit, I was a little bummed out when I figured out Top Gear was kind of scripted. But also, you know what? At the same time, it still makes me laugh. The jokes are still funny. Clarkson's Farm was wicked funny. And it was, you know, Clarkson's Farm even got better when you realize it's not scripted. That made it so much funnier, dude. Caleb, without spoilers, Caleb's my favorite character. Caleb and, what's the other guy's name? What's the other lad's name? What's the other lad's name, mates? Wow, he's like one of my favorite characters, and I forgot his freaking name. The guy that you can't understand. God, the guy with the mullet. It's freaking awesome. Gerald, that's his name. Gerald is freaking awesome. What a legend. I noticed, Sishui, that Gerald and Caleb have the same last name. Is Gerald Caleb's, like, uncle or something? Like, think about it. Lamborghini made tractors before supercars. That's right, dudes. Swishio knows. Yeah, Lamborghini was a tractor company. And in Swishio, quite possibly the most Italian thing I've ever seen. Mr. Lamborghini went to Enzo Ferrari because Lamborghini bought Ferraris and he liked Ferraris. The guy that owned Lamborghini, right? He liked Ferraris and he had a Ferrari and he noticed, he's like, "Oh, your clutch isn't good enough." He's like, "Ah, man, I really think this clutch could be made better." And so he went to Enzo Ferrari and said, "Hey, look, I think if you redesign the clutch, because I love your cars, man, you should redesign the clutch and you should do this." And Enzo Ferrari said, "Why don't you go back to the damn tractor fields and stay in your friggin' lane?" And Lamborghini got pissed at him and out of spite tried to engineer a car better than Ferrari. That is exactly how that went down. It's hilarious. That's the most Italian thing I've ever heard. Spite somebody. You spite somebody just because they told you to freaking... Oh my god. Oh, it's so Italian, Swishio. God, that's the most Italian thing I've ever heard. This piece of crap says I do not know how to make a car. I am going to make a supercar better than yours, you piece of poo-poo, caca, vaffanculo. I can make better car than you. It's awesome. Hilarious. That's the most Italian thing I've ever seen in my life. You sounded like Niki Lauda. All these facilities and you make a piece of crap. You make a piece of crap. You can't say that. It is a Ferrari. No, it's a piece of crap. It's awesome. Yeah, I know, Sishui, it's great, dude. It's so funny, man. That show is so good. It's so good. Alright, cool. Gotta go in here with the cow controller, and we need to edit the data points here. This needs to be... That needs to be 370, I think. And then that one needs to be zeroed out. Iron out the curves there. There we go. Okay, move that down just a little bit there. Cool. Save. What's the new deadline? July, McDuber, it's July 24th. July 24th. But if I complete it on the anniversary of the landing of SES-125, I get a rep bonus. So I'm aiming for the 21st of July. And that's for both SSTOs to be operational. So right now what I'm doing, dude, is I'm pushing for the small SSTO to be 100% operational. And I'm redoing its launchpad and kind of finalizing everything. STS-135, that's what I said. It's not, dude, it's not totally a single hydraulic system. I'm going to put the other hydraulics back in over here, dude, but yeah. Taradra, we don't know how to use these weapons, but Taradra's armament is here. Seeking adventure, are you? Well, you've come to the right place. Taradra! Hey, man. What's up? How you doing? You guys know my buddy Taradra. Yo, Roger. What's up, man? How are you? Adventure here? Yeah, so, man, I hate it. I hate it very much. I don't like that STS-135 was 10 years ago. But whatever. I'm okay. Fireworks are muck. Gotta help console the pupster. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, some dogs just can't stand that stuff, dude. It hurts their ears. My friend made me join a climbing gym with him. I'm 6'2", 215. Got to lean out. What kind of climbing gym, Duber? Are you bouldering or using the ropes? Bouldering will get you in shape very quickly. I'm good, Roger. How are you, man? Who you? I'm EJ. If you're coming over from Taradra's a good buddy of mine. He's a fellow simulation streamer like me. He's probably not as much of a loser as I am, though. I really nerd out when it comes to this stuff. But yeah, Taradra's good people, dude. Give him a follow, guys, if you're feeling limber. Look at me. I told you to do that, and I have a mustache. Said a mustache be true. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Anyway, Taradra Raiders, what I'm working on here is I'm working on a launchpad. Oh, geez, big freaking update, EJ. Thank you. No, I'm just finalizing a revamped version of the single stage to orbit launch vehicle. So basically, we roll it up this ramp right here, attach it right there, and then this thing does a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. I wonder how many starships it would take to take down King Kong starships. Oh, I don't know. You got to get the flames animated. I'm working on it, D-Pick, believe it or not. Yep, working on it. Drive-by body pierce. Getting crazy with the cheese whiz. Cheese whiz. I need more beer. Shave your face with some mace in the dark. And then you get this. In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. Stock car flaming with the loser in the cruise control. That's basically me. Got a couple of couches. Sleep on the love seat. You almost have a Dazed and Confused mustache? Hell yeah. Duber, do you have a Dazed and Confused mustache? In real life? I'm actually asking. Do you? You have a full beard? You don't, so you don't have a mustache like this? Well, it'd be a lot cooler if you did. Who's Bermo? Yeah, Roger, I had a beard till about 2 days ago. Then I did this. What? I don't have to go outside. It's just on the internet. On the internet, this is funny. In real life, it's just weird. It's sad. Policeman officer, Roger. Do you have any idea how fast you were chatting? How fast you were chatting? You know, because listen, all y'all, it's a sabotage. Listen, all y'all, it's a sabotage. Listen, all y'all, it's a sabotage. I can't stand it. I know you planned it. I'ma set it straight. This Watergate. Help me, streamer. I'm stuck. Let me finish this pad. Okay, so now we gotta rotate this into the upper position here. What I gotta check now is we can take this and are those hinges at the back motorized? No, this should rely on totally on the hydraulics, dude. Chopper EJ. That's right. Crap. Crap. Tubes! Have you seen my console? My Silver Def console. Have you seen it? The one with the ray. Ah, must be a decoy. You think so, John? That'd be pretty righteous. Okay. Crap. I really don't have enough space. Let's get rid of that. I don't know if plugging the hinges in like that is gonna work, but we'll try. All right, so let me go in here like this, change the rotational debug here, and then take the transporter erector. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. In chief. So, I might not need two. I might just need one. Oh, that would be super useful. Alright, hold on. There we go. Now take you and go all the way up there. No damping. Yeah, because this is lower to the ground, I might be able to just do it with one hydraulic, which would be very, very useful. It would mean that we're at an angle over here, but that's fine. So let me set these to, yeah, 30 degrees should be good. And then, hang on a minute. Hey, come on back. That's a sigh of relief. Do you like Star Trek? What do you mean, Raj? Star Trek. Yeah, I like Star Trek. I'm not the biggest Trekkie, but I like it. Watched a lot of TNG a long time ago. You know? I watched everything, dude. I watched Star Trek, I watched Star Wars. I'll admit, I'm more of a Star Wars guy. Or at least I was. Star Trek and Star Wars became kind of dumb after I figured out how awesome actual space is. Sorry, as weird as that, as messed up as that sounds. I watched a lot of TNG back in the day. I hate you now. I don't hate Star Trek. I don't hate Star Trek, and I don't hate Star Wars. I like all of them. It's just real space is 1,000 times cooler. You know why? Because it's not made up. Yeah, I mean, if you hate me for that, yeah, I get it. Did you see the guy in Cali got pulled over having a Starlink dish on the hood of his car? I actually did see that. Prius owners, man, what do you want? How would you upgrade the AT-AT in Star Wars if you had to build it and design it? A ball turret on the top would probably do you right. No, it can walk around because it's an all-terrain transport, John. It can literally walk over anything. It could do with some ball turrets, B-17 style. Put a couple of point defense turbo lasers on that thing. It doesn't. Nothing gets close to it. Seriously, have a door gunner out the side, so when a snowspeeder tries to freaking tow cable you, you just point the thing down and shoot, and it blows the snowspeeder away. A ball turret on the belly and a ball turret on the sides, like a B-17 would be, yeah, that thing would be really good. I mean, them joints seem awfully vulnerable. To what? To what? $446. Anti-tank missiles. A Barrett? Wait, you can't... Can't compare the freaking AT-AT to... Whatever. Never mind. I'm not even gonna bother. I need to finish this. Nah, I'm good, Alan. I want to finish this damn thing. I'm good, man. I want to get this done. I don't need to participate in that conversation. I've participated in enough of those conversations today. Okay. Oh, more beer burps. I got more beer burps. Yeah, Brimo had a beer, Taradra, and she didn't like the beer, so she gave it to me. Yeah. Yep. So I got that going for me, man. Which is nice. Just tell her to like more beer? I know, right? So I'm just finishing up the hydraulics and then we'll give it a test. Drunk stream? I'm not drunk at all. Not even close. Not even close. I'm still designing and engineering a pad, Eukerman. I'm not even close to buzzed. If I was buzzed, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'm always drunk on engineering. Yeah, man. I don't know how far this needs to go. Okay. Now the last thing I'm going to need is another cow controller here. And this is going to be Master Rotator. Yo, what's up? Me and Chat G wrote this song 5 minutes ago. It's called Master Rotator. No, Eukerman, unlikely. Once again, the docking port glitch, man. The docking port glitch is kind of killing me here. Play position. Play position. Okay. We will test, though. I don't have an ETA on it, Prey, but I'm gonna get as much as I can done, you know. I'm gonna get as much as I can get done here without doing that. Did you see the news about NASA classifying a new type of matter? It's called a matter. They're the same part, Yard, with a reskin and some added flags. Yeah, Prey, I know. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, it's the same part, Yard. Boo, Pike Nose. Boo. Boo this man. This looks cool, but what are we building? It's a launch pad, Butters. So basically, I have a single stage to orbit airplane or space plane. It takes off vertically, goes up into space, deploys its payload, it comes back down, and it lands. But I don't want to just hit the recover button when I landed on the runway, right? So what I do is I have a little tug go over, a little truck, drive up, hitch to the space plane, pull it over here, and what we'll do is we'll use the truck to drive the SSTO, to back it back up over here, attach it to this, and then this whole thing turns, and to put it vertical again. And then I'll have fuel trucks drive up to the pad, the fuel trucks will dock, and then they'll load the thing up with fuel, and then we'll send it again. I want to reuse my reusable vehicles, right? I actually want to reuse them. So that's what I'm going to do. And part of doing that is, you know, because I can't just take the vehicle from the runway, put it on the launch pad again, and hit go, I have to make the mechanism to do that. So I'm building the launch pad for it. It is a launch pad. Here, I got to do some testing, so let's, Here, I'll show you. Okay. Let's go. I feel bad for making fun of Texas when they got snow. Can they take their weather back? Nope. You deserve it, Falcon. Probably tanks, Cletus. Yeah, I'll probably use tanks. Just so I don't need to attach it as much. Like, I can fill up all the fuel tanks and it'll have enough fuel in it for like 1 or 2 flights, you know what I mean? let's try moving the whole thing. Ready? Go here like that. Disable that cow controller. Go over here. Forward. Play. It's doing the thing again. These should be moving synchronous to each other, but yeah. There, Butters, there's the plane that it should launch right there, and there's the tug. See it? We back this thing up the ramp, and it'll attach to this, and then we turn it. You won't have them in sync, right, if both are on linear movement. No, yeah, no, Core, we're getting into quadratics here. This is quadratic movement. Yeah, it's quadratic movement. But I should be able to get this right. Give me 1 second. We'll wait until this thing docks, and then we'll hit pause. What's this controller at? 328. Okay. Nice, RJ. Yeah, exactly, Butters. KSP has gotten a lot more hardcore, dude. Spring. Okay, by modifying the traverse rates on the hydraulics, it should be able to get this right. Oh, God, my back. $379 on that cow controller. Alright, now let's reverse it and see what it does again. Goddamn linear movement. I've played Grid Map V2 RB, yeah. It's actually good for debug, dude. For debugging suspension and stuff. If we're trying to tweak suspension to do different things, it's actually pretty rad. Banana. Beam is fun, Chuck. Yeah, it's a good game. I might play it again for early hours tomorrow, dude. $451. $451 on these and $470 on the other one. Sweet. So lockout, master control, T rotational control, reverse. TT, this is, here, I'll link it. We gotta delete that music command. Most of the music on there I can't listen to. I got you, man. Banana. Want me to update the link with... Yeah, go ahead, Nathaman. Yeah, that's fine. Great channel, I dig it. Thanks, man. Groovy. Alright, Pythos. Good. God damn it, Pythos. I'd say we're good. I saw what I wanted to see. We're good. Oh, we got a level. I'm going to lever with you. I made that one up on the fly, bro. You're killing me right now. Scotch, scotch, scotch. Scotch, scotch, scotch. Into my belly. Okay, some things I need to tweak with the cow controllers here. Let's see what we got, man. Rotational control. This needs to go to 379. Save that. These need to have a higher traverse rate of 1.0. And so do these. The traverse rate needs to be up here. X out of that. This sucker right here, the transport director rotational control, this one needs to go to 450. Save that. And then I saw some hinges that were still motorized here. Like that one. Doesn't need to be motorized. The motors can be shut off there. I forgot to shut them off. This one. Cool beans. Okay, dudes. I think we're good. Power's out. Thunderstorm in Reno. Ah, Hulk. I'm sorry, man. Put the blade in there. I don't want that to get messed up. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're good. Looking good? Thanks. There's still some weird stuff with the rotations here that I can figure out. You might go see the Firefly Alpha launch. I will take video or try to take pictures of it. What's the alcohol content on this thing? Hold on, I'm burping up a storm over here. Seven. Nah, that's not bad. Okay. Hey, Neuro. They're bunkering down, man. They'll be fine. Okay, dudes. Yeah, I think we're... Yeah, Jim, it's a 7. Not bad. Not bad. All okay. Alright. Okay, dudes, I think we're good. We just gotta wait until the debug works, and then yeah, I think we're set to jet, man. The next thing to do with this pad, and that's probably what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Is work on the gantry crane. And yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. Still got some stuff to figure out, like with vessel hierarchy and whatnot, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal to figure out. This thing is working just fine. Everything here is working real good. Okay. Guys, I think I'm gonna get ready for racing now. Pad is good, so pad hydraulics for the transporter erector and the launch table are finished. The cal controllers, the interfacing mechanism, TELT interface mechanism. I don't know what that means. Probe core and battery for the pad. I finished that today. Hanger integration crane and the TE transport erector launch interface interface mechanism. I don't know what that is, so I'm just going to call that done. If I figure out what it is, I'll let you know. If I figure out what the heck that is, I'll let you know. I'm a little bit confused by your tactics. I'm going to keep acting tough until I figure out what's going on. Alright. Weight lift test, maybe? I know it's going to lift it, Toma, because I had a similar hydraulic setup on the other pad. The other pad did the test. I already did the testing with the other pad, man, so we should be good. If anything, this is going to lift it a lot cleaner. It'll look a lot better when it cleans, or when we go to do this. I'm not sure if there's anything else here. What I could do, another thing that I could do, just on a side note, is I could take the inflatable. We could, instead of having this piece here, that same vessel collision on that girder segment, what I could do is have this thing here and have the same vessel collider on it, right? Turn it like this, and then when the SSTO is in position, we deploy the thing, right? And that could bonk the SSTO, not bonk it, but it'll work as the TE. It'll hold that thing in position. And I could put a docking port on the bottom of the SSTO as well, but you know what? I'll do that another day. I'll figure that one out later. Okay, dudes. I think I'm going to get ready for racing. We're doing Friday night racing tonight. I'm not sure what tracks are racing, but we'll figure that out. All right, Pat is making great progress. I'm telling you guys, if they had the test, if they had the hot fix out, we would be flying right now. So I know Kerbal's in a little bit of a lull right now until they hot fix the game, but we still have made really good progress on the pad. Nice job on the pad today. Hey J Tacos, what's up? Come here late tonight. Oh man, racing. Want to come by and say hi. All right, cool. So I'm going to get into racing. That's going to do it for KSP. I know it was kind of only 3 hours of KSP. Yeah, I gotta curtail Space News. Space News is getting too long. Every time you join the stream, you build madness, which I wish I could do. Regaro, I told you the other day, it's just when you have 10,000 hours in KSP, you could build this stuff as well.